Assalamu alaikum and welcome to Jan's Sewing Solutions in our series of house decor and furnishings. Okay, so recently I purchased odd bits and bats, okay, and I've put them together, and I'm just going to show you what I've done with this, how I've gone about, and the total cost it's cost me. Now often people say we went out and bought designer curtains or designer bedding or designer this or that. The chances of having something unique when you buy it off the shelf is very, very slim. But when you make something like this, I tell you, you will have a one-off, and I'm going to show you exactly how you're going to have a one-off that nobody in the world is most likely to have, because the chances are that the way you've combined it and put it together, nobody's going to have the same thing as you. So that's what you call a real designer stuff, that you have something unique that nobody has got, and you're a one-off. Okay, so I went into a store. It's called, it used to open just on Mondays, so it's called Monday Store, but really now it opens 6 days a week, and it's actually called Emmanuel Fabrics. It's a fabric store which is quite close to us. They also do a large stall at Cannon Mills in Bradford as well. So if you're from the Bradford area, or if you make a regular visit to Cannon Mills, then you will find them there. Now I'm an addict of their shop long before I even had my own shops, and even when I had my own shops I still used to make a visit there, because they sell very cheap seconds and so on. Is fabrics that is or even curtains and so on, which is classed as seconds, and they pick up the class 2 items from wholesalers and retailers and whatever. Okay, so I'd gone in there and I picked up a pair of curtains that were just in white cotton, and when I was picking these up, there were ladies who were giving me like a weird look, because these, you wouldn't ordinarily pick curtains like this up. Now I had a mental reason for picking these up, because the curtains had this lace on, which is a crocheted lace, and it's actually really, really nice. And the minute I saw this, it clicked that, you know what, I've got my mum's bedroom furniture that I'm designing, and this lace goes perfectly. Now, one of the good things with picking something like this up, I'm just gonna get the picker, and whilst I'm talking, I'm gonna unpick this as well. Okay, so one of the good things with picking something like this up is if you can pick it up at a fraction of the price, and there's so much you can do with it. Okay, and I mean, like, if you were going and buying just curtain heading, I paid £2 each for these curtains, so £4 I paid for these curtains. And if I was going and just buying this curtain heading, it's normally about £1 a yard. So just the curtain heading alone is actually the price of the curtains. So you know what, if I'm just going to unpick this, and then I'm going to guide you on what you would do with something like this. It's being alert, it's not me being lucky or anything like that. It's just having that alert thing, right? That, you know what, I'm going to keep a lookout, and when I find something like this, I'm going to buy it. So basically, with this now, I can take the curtain heading off, and I could probably use the curtain heading alone, but I bought it for the lace. And even this fabric, I mean, it's very good for making bedding and so on, like pillowcases, and worst comes to worst, if you weren't using it for anything else, it's a wonderful cleaning dish. Cleaning cloth, not dish, cleaning cloth for wiping anything down. It's pure cotton. So even, normally with this shop, they actually pick up class 2 things from places like Doma and so on, which are very highly priced things, but for some reason or other, they were, maybe they had a slight mark on them, but Marks and Spencers and so on, that kind of stuff. So it's not because there is any, you know, the quality is actually very, very good. It's due to the fact that it might have got a mark or something on, and that's the reason. So just look at that. Just the tape heading alone will be sufficient for the price of what I paid for these curtains, and everything else was a bonus. So the biggest bonus out of this was this crocheted lace, and this lace was the main reason why I bought these curtains. Okay, so to make my mum's bedroom bedding and so on, what I've done is I've got a combination. I saw 2 pairs of these velvet type of crushed up type of velvet curtains, and I initially liked the color of the curtains, and then the bedding and stuff, it goes perfectly with it. So she's got 2 double windows, so I bought 2 sets of curtains, and they actually cost me £4 each. So £8 for the curtains, which is a bargain, because if you go in and buying curtains of this quality, fully lined curtains like this made up would set you back over £100. I have been around and I've searched for the good quality curtains. A pair of curtains can sometimes cost you like £99, but you're looking at a good saving if you manage to find something like this. Okay, now to go with this, this was also a curtain, what you're seeing here. It was a single curtain. It was quite a large, you know, long curtain, a very wide 90-inch drop curtain, and it actually had like rings like this attached. Sorry, it was the one curtain. It had rings like this attached. I cut it away from the rings because I didn't want it as a curtain, but it was a beautiful idea for making the bedding. Now the good thing was that it was a fully lined curtain, so it also came with the lining. So basically what I've done, I've taken away the edges and I've swapped it around. That's the bottom side of the bed, and then the lace that I've taken off the £2 curtain that I bought, I've used the crochet lace to give it the individual touch, and it's on raw silk. The fabric is of exceptional good quality, and the inside of this I've actually used, it's like a backed up wadding type of, you know, so I've done like a bedspread with this, and I've added that on the inside just to give it a slight bit of weight. And you know, for like a day use, this is an ideal type of a cover for the bed. So that's my idea. The only thing now I've got to do is I went and picked up another pair of curtain just on its own in this creamy raw silk again, and again this is fully lined. So what I'm gonna do now is I'm gonna take away, I'm going to unpick this. Again, I'm going to take the heading off, and this is a perfect match, and I'm going to make the pillows out of, you know, this, and maybe use a bit of the green lace to go with this. And alhamdulillah, I've got a bedroom, full bedroom curtains, probably for under like £20, which is an absolute bargain, and I'm so chuffed with this because bottom line is it's all down to effort, even right down to, look, I went yesterday and I saw this piece of very stiff velvety type of fabric, and I thought, oh my god, this is ideal. Now what I'm going to do with this is I'm going to make it like a floor mat, and the whole combination has just come together for like a fraction of the price. I could have paid a fortune for this, and you know what, this is so amazing because I'm so chuffed that, you know, I'm going to get everything for like such a good price, and it's so perfectly matched and coordinated, and it's going to look absolutely brilliant. So I can't wait to show you the result of what all this is going to look like when it's in place. But the whole idea behind these videos, the whole point behind these videos is to inspire you to actually go on these hunts and search out, you know, have a keen eye, and keep a lookout. When you see something, let the imagination run and try and, you know, visualize and make an image in your head that, right, okay, I've purchased this. This is what I'm going to do with it. This is the way I'm going to combine. So really, you know, this whole combination has not just come about overnight. What you're seeing here, I bought this several months ago. I just saw the pieces lying there, and I thought, you know what, it's really good silk for £2, raw silk, this big floral, these pleats and everything combined the way it is. I'm sure I can do something with it. So I purchased it, I put it to a side, and then the minute I saw this and the curtains and the lace, it was like, oh my god, this was like waiting for me. So I grabbed it, and there you are, voila. But alhamdulillah, you know, that's how often people dismiss stuff like this. And you know what, a good designer, a good machinist, a good sewer always has that lookout feeling, you know, right? And you sort of, sometimes I'm stood there, right, and people are coming up to me, people are going past me and thinking, you know, what the heck is she, you know, and my mind's going overtime trying to work out what I can do with a piece of fabric there. Anyway, I hope you all take a leaf out of my book and do that, and put some of these tips to practice, and then share your ideas with me. So for the moment, that's the deal at the moment. So inshallah, now I'm gonna try and unpick this and get the pillows done as well, so that partly sorted, inshallah, and I shall see you again. I am very busy decorating. I'll be putting up the poles, curtain poles and so on today, so that I can start with getting some of these curtains and stuff in place. I have got restorations on my my sofas going on at the same time as well, so inshallah I will be sharing lots of tips with you in regards to furnishings and so on.